Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again at Bitcoin, seeing what's going on. This is a very interesting situation. Not too surprising, honestly. We took a short of 67,000, secured some decent amount of profit there. If you didn't catch my YouTube or TikTok shorts, I talked about the reason why. And simply to put it here, the simple way to understand it is that there was that resistance at 67,000, that previous support level, that held very strong. There's also some liquidation on the 12-hour time frame we looked at yesterday too that essentially told us that all the upper liquidation levels have been swept and the price is more likely to turn around. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the 7-hour time frame, 7-day time frame, and kind of recognize roughly where we're at here at this point. Because if we do see the bigger picture here, again, I'm going to zoom out here for the last, this is maybe about zooming in rather to the last 3 days worth of trading, we can see 64,400. A lot of longs are hedged right there. Okay, so it doesn't mean the price is just going to continue lower because of that, but it also kind of does too. It's a weird thing, liquidation. It's just one of those areas that the whales tend to like. They love to sweep those areas and just reverse the price action. So we did sweep some of those lower liquidation levels, about 65K, but there's still a lot more, 64. Granted, most of these liquidation levels have recently formed in the last 24 hours since we hit that level, because those are longs taken long leveraged positions. These are high leveraged longs, and again, that's exactly why we avoid high leverage, because you just become another statistic. Okay, that's exactly the focus there. So there's a good solid chance that 64,000 mark will be hit. And if we do take a look at the 1 month, we can kind of recognize a very similar scenario here as well. Even though a decent amount has been swept to the downside, there's still a ton of liquidation between rough estimate 61,000 to 64,000. So while I'm, subscribing to the concept that we should see the price down to that level, we don't want to get bullheaded enough to just keep shorting to that range, right? Now we secured profits, majority of our profits on our short position yesterday, so obviously adjust your stop loss to break even just to be on the safe side. But at this point here, with all the way that things are shifting and changing, you have to shift and change with the market too. So we have calibrated since, and we are going to be sending, at least, for my community, with the signals that I'm going to be sending, they're going to be a lot tighter. We're going to have better ranges, and essentially just make sure we secure profits a little bit quicker, right? Because again, this kind of market, it's hard to hold trades open for a long time considering just how aggressive these candlesticks are. Look how stupid this is. 66,000, 70,000 the next day, 65,000 the day after, and then 67 down to 64. It's a constant destruction path, really. That's what the whales are doing right now. So they're just destroying everybody in every direction. So keep in mind the high leverage longs or shorts are the ones typically getting destroyed. You're going to find a lot less success doing that. So I would urge caution in trying to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this. Obviously, we are below all moving averages at this point. The only thing else to recognize really here at the price action is that we got this 0.5 fib level at 64,300. That seems like a likely pivot point. In fact, we almost wicked all the way down there. Our take profit target number 2 is just above that range. And again, anytime I set profit targets, people ask me all the time, is generally just above. If we're shorting, it's going to be just above key level supports, and then the inverse as well, just below key level resistances on the way up. Having said that, though, if we do take a look at the SMAs and more important here, RSI, etc., we can see that we are fully bearish here. There's no other way around it. Of course, why would the charts tell us anything different after such a red day, right? But the truth is that there's no type of hidden bullish divergence or anything weird like that. It's really just plain and simple, we're bearish on Bitcoin right now. Okay, keep in mind we do have still a larger time frame, ascending trend line. This is a very, very large trend line back from 38,000. Retest at 56,500, and we're still above that. Okay, so I'm not claiming that we are bullish at all on Bitcoin, but I can tell you we've broken bearish for sure. However, we still got some macro saving graces. We talked about the weekly yesterday, and that's looking bearish too. We're still over 50 on the RSI on the weekly, so I'm not super concerned. That's running fairly concurrent with that ascending trend. So until we close soundly below that, I think that we are still in decent shape. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. It really, truly never is perfect. All right, so take a look here at the 4-hour time frame. Let's recognize here, of course, we're getting closer to 50 on the RSI. Sorry, correction, closer to 30 on the RSI. Let me zoom in here for you. Because again, the closer we get to 50, then we provide that as a resistance. The closer we get to 30, more so as support. So with us being right in the middle range there, that implies we have more room for downside. Okay. We've also see stochastic swinging down with MACD, if I'm not mistaken, is swinging down too, which it is. So generally speaking here, this is also unfavorable. This is not something you want to trade into. The truth here about taking a long position, because I get the question a lot, when should we take a long? Oh, we had a double bottom yesterday. Why didn't we take a long? Well, the main reason why is because it felt like a fake out, and it was. We're seeing a lot of those recently here where we have a lot of confirming factors for bullish momentum. Breakout traders are getting destroyed. Typically, breakout traders are not doing very well in these descending type of trends. So until we truly close above some larger term trend lines like this larger one up here, I don't really have any reason to want to consider long. Am I going to short every time into that? No, but when we do retest those levels, you may as well give it the benefit of the doubt and try to short into it, because breakout trades have been doing very poorly lately. Okay. Having said that, though, a breakout trader would look for a break above the 20 or the 50-day SMA as an indicator, and that is essentially what we are looking for, just as some sort of confirmation as a starting point to want to comfortably take a long position. Yeah, we're a long ways away from that, by the way. We do take a look, of course, at MACD. Again, we're diverging, stochastic, everything's pulling back. This is not an ideal situation whatsoever. Looking at the hourly, we can recognize, of course, as well, Ichimoku cloud, kind of letting us know that we still have that resistance range right here in this 0.382 fib level at 66,100. That was a tentative support range for us. Again, we had that range between 66.3 roughly upwards of 67.1. That range has since proven to be a very strong resistance. Every time the price goes into it, ever since it's broken into it, we can see it's never gone above. Okay, so that's half the reason why we felt comfortable and confident as a community taking that trade here, that short trade yesterday. Furthermore, too, the last thing to kind of note here on the hourly is what I like to look at is the TPO, kind of just get perspective on the amount of volume at this level here. So in the last 24 hours, just under 24 hours, of course, we can see that point of control at about 65,600. So with the price action being below that, that tells us the bears are controlling this trading session. Yesterday, the same thing applied as well. 66,200 was that tentative support level. We got our little fake out. The price came up and came right back down. The bears controlled that session too. Okay, so again, that's why you generally like to wait for daily candlestick closures and understand that point of control for that 24 hours, because it really helps us understand the direction the price is going to go. So at this point here, it's indicative the price is more likely to continue to decrease in value, and there's a strong chance we'll probably at least hit our second profit target in that low 64K range. Now, there is definitely a potential reality of the fact the price could recover too, don't get me wrong, but we still have more room on the RSI in the 4-hour. We're not massively overextended here. Well, we had this sweep up and the sweep down, so to speak, to destroy any potential high leverage trades. Now that they've gotten their reset, they're going to continue to push the price action down until the bulls can perform. Bulls are not performing very well. We've still got moderately low volume, and until we can increase the amount of volume, there's no reason why the price is going to go up from here. So that's kind of where we're at, folks. It's really just a terrible, abysmal situation. I would continue to add to your spot bag and ensure that you are just maintaining a healthy trading lifestyle. And what I mean by that is take some breaks. We got some people in our community that are just going crazy with all this market behavior, and don't get me wrong, it's not bad to focus and to get set goals and all that, but some people will overtrade, and it's a very, very big problem. So I would just recommend taking a walk if you're not feeling good. You're frustrated, go get some fresh air, do something to reset yourself, do something that makes you happy. Okay. It's kind of just little strategies that I have. I talked about that in my trading academy, so make sure you watch through that again if you haven't already, as one of my newer members. We got a few new members over the weekend. Make sure you reference our signals guide. I'm going to be updating that, and we did update our trade signals too. The format is going to be shifting here soon. So awesome stuff. Really excited for that. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. I hope you learned something today. Deeply appreciate you joining us on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, again, YouTube Shorts, TikTok Shorts. It's been a lot of fun getting through that. So I can say deeply appreciate you all for the support, continued and previous. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you again soon. Take care.